Hi, I'm your host and and welcome to Soundtracks, the podcast where we share the personal connections we have with music and how these connections shape our emotions, our experiences, and our memories. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for your time. This is the much shorter listener submission episode, and I'm joined today with Kania. And if you haven't watched Kania's episode, go and watch Kania's episode. It's a very emotional episode, but very, very good. So this week's submission is very short. It's not even a submission really. It's more of a question.
Okay.
And if you came from the Kania's episode and you see us sitting now and you're watching on YouTube, it's because we had some technical issues, but just to bear with us. So, the submission is titled Question. The songs that feature are Buzz featuring J. Cole's Tribe and Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 Miles. And it reads, do you ever associate a song with a person or a memory? Am I weird, or do you also feel like you have to break up with or reclaim the song? If so, how do you do it? So I think
we spoke about the meme that you created.
yeah,
Along the lines of that.
it's very similar to like when you have a song that you love that was introduced to you by someone who's no longer in your life,
Yes.
or basically that scenario. And the question is, are you weird? No, you're not weird.
No.
And you have to break up with the song. Sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. You just kind of reflect on the good part. Like I had a friend in high school, and we were really close for a really long time, and then we were all of a sudden just not, and it wasn't me who did it, it was her, but she didn't talk to me about it. So long story short, this person became someone really well known, which is always her goal, and I'm so proud of her for doing that. But like on her way there, she like basically unfollowed all of us.
Okay.
Who we went to school with.
Yeah, she said new person. Who
She said, who are you? And she basically unfollowed all of us. And you can understand if your friend unfollows you on Instagram while talking to you.
Oh, that's fighting words.
It's basically like, I don't fuck with you. So she did that. And we were just like,
Yeah.
the music I associate with her. You know when Beyonce came out? The one with Petition.
Oh, yeah.
And
7-Eleven.
Blow and 7-Eleven. When Beyonce released that digital album, this friend of mine had access to like I think iTunes at the time, so she got the entire album for us to like listen to and watch, and she shared that with us, and we would consume that, and we used to listen to it together. And now, like, although we're not friends anymore, I don't have to reclaim the songs or like break up with the songs. I think for me it's very much like a reflection of what that friendship was when it was great.
Exactly.
And then when I listen to it now, it's like, yeah, it is what it is. People are in your life for a season, and yeah.
Appreciate the good times you had, as opposed to just dwelling on the missed opportunity of that friendship that's continued. Just accept it for what it is. And the memories, just to cling on to the good memories, that you had together.
But it depends. If a song is really painful, then maybe having to break up with that song, or like not listen to it anymore, because it reminds you of like someone that you genuinely don't want to be reminded of.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I don't mind being reminded of her.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I have no ill blood. There's just no, like, there's nothing there.
That's what it
is.
is.
I feel nothing.
Yeah.
But maybe if it's something like
super personal, super sensitive,
exactly, maybe you
100%.
don't want to hear the song, and maybe you have to stop listening to that kind of music.
My advice would be, if the music triggers you in a way that you don't want it to be triggering to you, then obviously cut off the music completely. But if it's like your situation where it's like you ended not maybe amicably, but there's no love lost, there may be a little bit, but it's not that deep where it's like if you hear the music randomly you just shut down. It's I then in that regards, I don't think you have to cut off the music. But if it was just if a friendship lost, okay, I can enjoy it. I can remember the times we had together, listening to it, dancing to it, laughing about it. I can enjoy those memories that might pop up, but it's nothing that it's nothing that I have to not listen to, because you're no longer here enjoying it with me.
Exactly.
You know?
Or like if, for example, like I said, if it's a relationship where you learned so much about yourself, or you just learned so much about the world in general, being able to listen to that music and like reflect on how far you've come as a person because of, I don't know, that relationship or because of that time in your life. Using music in that respect is like a reflective mechanism to reflect on yourself. But yeah,
and sometimes I'll be real, sometimes the music, it doesn't teach me much, but it just reminds me of that person. Like, there was a music that I listened to from somebody else's, social media, and then I literally ran to YouTube, typed in the lyrics that I could find, found the song, and that is my most played song right now currently, and it just reminds me of the person, not necessarily like what could have been, what should have been, whatever could have been, but it's just like, oh, I now like the song because of you. Like, it reminds me of you, and when I stop listening to it, it's because I probably forgot about the person. And it's as simple as that.
And sometimes that's what we need.
Yeah, new person, new music.
Yeah. And then when you give someone your taste in music, then every single time you listen to that song, you remind of that person.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes you don't want to, but again, it's music as a tool of reflection. And basically you're not
weird by any
at all. We're all the same.
We're all the same, girl. We all have done it before. It's nothing to be ashamed about.
And continue to do it as well. I think it's a good thing to have music as placeholders for peoples and memories and times in your life. You can be like, I listened to this when I was going through this, and look at how far I've came. Or when I was with this person and I've outgrown this person, which is good for me. Like, you just able to go back, because we don't all keep journals and diaries, we don't all take photos, but we all listen to music.
Exactly. I can remember a song right now. I can literally pinpoint exactly what street I was on, where I was, how I felt, what I was probably wearing. It's crazy, because I was rinsing it, because normally when you like one song, you keep rinsing it out a lot, and I also have holiday songs. There's songs that when I'm on holiday I repeatedly rinse out, so I associate that song now with a holiday that I went to. So music is definitely a placeholder for memories and times that you've had, whether it be good or bad.
Well, I think that's a great place to end it there. If you have your own soundtracks that you want to submit, please do. The link will be in our show notes. The link will be down below. Follow Kania on socials. Kania Cares. Check out her products. Check out the love and the passion that she puts in her product. And thanks, Kania.
You're welcome. It's been very enjoyable. I really, really enjoyed myself.
Thank you.
And please, guys, listen to all her other podcasts. She's got some amazing guests coming up. Watch out for the space. She's going to be in the podcast industry, I'm telling you now.
Thank you. I claim it. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye.